Set the sails, no bounds we know, through seas where wild winds blow. From sunrise gold to twilight hue, the ocean beats a rhythm true. The mandolin hums as waves collide. Our hearts race fast where dreams abide. Charting maps the stars have drawn, we'll cruise until the night is gone. Ocean to ocean travel, let's lose control. Feel the salt, the freedom roll. Dancing tides, whisper true. Every mile's a world brand new. Shimmering lights paint the scene. Moonlit waters, a silver sheen. Endless blue, our path unrolled. Each trip a treasure of stories untold. Ports call out with colors so grand. Footsteps brush the soft, warm sand. Sip the breeze, taste the foam. Every deck feels just like home. Ocean to ocean travel, let's lose control. Feel the salt, the freedom roll. Dancing tides, whisper true. Every mile's a world brand new.
Well, good evening, everybody. Hope that you are having a fantastic day and everything has been going well for you. Me, on the other hand, I've been trying to put my PowerPoint together. We're going to be talking about excursions tonight and what to do, excursions that you can do on the ABCs. And I was planning on doing this nice slide presentation and my PowerPoint failed. So I'm not going to be able to do it that way. So we're just going to kind of talk about some of the excursions that are available in Aruba, Bonaire, and Carousel. Some of the things that you can do. So that's what we are going to be talking about tonight. But I hope that you are all having a fantastic evening and everything's going good. I want to thank everyone that is watching the replay, and make sure you put in the comments if you are watching the replay. We would greatly appreciate that. Hit that like button if you would not mind when you come in or when you leave. I would greatly appreciate that. Cindy's not here because, again, she is stuck at work. She's been working late every single night, and she probably will be until we leave for the cruise. It's just one of those things. So, but it's all good. We are here. You will see her in the videos on the cruise ship. So, so it's all good. It's just the nature of the beast and working for the state government and everything. It's what ends up happening. So it's all good though. We are here. I want to thank you all for coming in, and I hope that you are having a good evening. And I'm quickly going to check over into the chat, see who may be here, and then we're just going to talk about some of the excursions because we are really excited for this. We have not been to any of the ABC Islands. We haven't been to Aruba, we haven't been to Bonaire, and we have not been to Carousel. So we are excited, and we haven't been on the horizon before. So there's a lot of firsts for us. We are very excited about it. All right, I'm going to check in with the chat, and then we'll start talking about some of the excursions that you can do at each of the ports. First one in the house today is Chris from Ohio Travels with Chris. Welcome in, Chris. Glad you are here. I did see your messages, and yes, there will be 8 ships in port the day that we get on the horizon. So it is going to be a busy day. Another thing is there is a lot of construction happening around the port right now. So you need to pack your patience when you're trying to get to the port. You need to pack your patience with, as you're driving, or if you're taking a shuttle or Uber, Lyft, whatever you may do, make sure you're packing your patience and make sure you leave early enough. And hopefully everyone has done an online check-in. You have your time to check into the port and everything. But, make sure you're packing your patience as you are on your way to the ship, and just make sure you are leaving early enough. Hey, Tom and Terry, welcome in. Both Chris and Tom and Terry are going to be on the horizon, part of the ABC's group cruise. Cannot wait to see you guys again. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful evening also. And then we've got Will G is in the house. Will G and his lovely wife are going to be on the cruise too. Cannot wait to see you guys again. It is going to be a fantastic, fantastic time. And let's see, we need to drink wine with Cindy. Yeah, we do. Yep, we do. And it's been a crazy couple weeks around here. So we are just cannot wait to be able to head to the airport, get on that plane, hit Miami, and then get on that cruise. We can't wait. It's going to be a blast, and it's going to be so much fun. Hey, Scott, welcome in, sir. I was able to catch some of yours and Bill's show. You guys did a great job. I don't do the credit cards. I'm sure that a lot of people do them. I do not. Myself, we just don't do that. Maybe someday we might look into that, but we don't. We just don't do the different credit cards ourselves. And we got John with Ahab Show in the house. Welcome in, sir. Glad you are here. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything's going well with you. Cannot wait to see you on the horizon also. It is going to be a fantastic time, and we cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. All right, well, hey, let's talk about some of the excursions. We are so excited, and our first port is Aruba. And I'm first going to talk about the excursion that we are doing. And the excursion that we are doing, and I'm going to see actually if this works. I'm going to share my screen. Let me see here. Here we go. Yep, there we go. So this is the excursion that we are doing in Aruba. It's the VIP Schooners snorkel cruise featuring a private chef. So we are very excited about this. And we love snorkeling, and we get a private chef. It's we get lunch, and it's just going to be a great time. And I am sure that they are going to serve some fantastic food and drinks. So it's going to be a great time. They do have an open bar and freshly grilled local cuisine. So it's going to be very cool. As you can see, it is limited availability, so it is almost sold out. So if you guys are haven't booked a cruise yet, or haven't booked an excursion yet, that would be a good one to do. There is limited availability, but you might still be able to get in there. There we go. You still might be able to get on there. So that is one of the excursions that you can do. However, there are some other excursions that are available in Aruba. You could do there's a bunch of different snorkeling ones available. Of course, there's a city lighthouse and bridge excursion, and this one is wheelchair accessible. So if you do have mobility issues, if you are using a wheelchair or a scooter, this may be the excursion for you, because you can, I'm going to try and pop this one up. Let me share my screen again. And this is another one that you could possibly do. And again, this is wheelchair accessible. So this would be a good one to be able to do a nice excursion and see some of the city of Aruba. So that would be a very good one to see. There's some other ones that you can do also. Again, there's catamaran, snorkel, and floats. There is UTVs, which is more like a vehicle, like a dune buggy type thing, rather than ATVs, which are four-wheeler, more like a motorcycle. So that's available. There's some other things that are available also that you can do. So there are a lot of excursions that are available that still, some of them are limited availability still, but there are some that still has availability. There you could do a sunset cocktail cruise. We are in Aruba, I believe, till 10 p.m. It's a long day in Aruba, so you could even do maybe 2 excursions if you wanted to. I think we're going to do the one, and then we're probably going to just maybe walk around a little bit and then get back on the ship. But doing these sunset cocktail cruises sounds like a lot of fun. Also, there is a beginner scuba diving excursion, which is very interesting. So looks like you could learn to scuba dive. It's a beginner's one. I know that there's some people going on the cruise that are scuba divers, experienced ones. But if you want to do, a beginner's one, that sounds like a fun excursion too. So there are some really nice excursions that you could do in Aruba. There's an island, a Discover Aruba Island tour. There's a happy cuckoo hour. This is interesting. I just saw this one. This is a very interesting one called the Happy Cuckoo Hour. Maybe that's how they pronounce it. It looks fun. You get a fun bus. It's one of those buses that looks like where you can ride up on top too. I see benches and stuff in there. So that looks like a lot of fun. So again, there are a lot of excursions that are available in Aruba. So if you haven't booked an excursion yet in Aruba, there are a lot of things that you could still do that you didn't, besides just walking around if you wanted to. Although doing just a self-guided walking tour may not be bad either. There are a lot of things that you could still possibly do. All right, I'm going to check over and see who I have. Anyone else come in? Hey, Ross, welcome in, sir. Glad you was able to make it, and hopefully you are doing well and everything is good. Good for that. Everything's going well with you, sir. And Ross says, please, please, please show my god niece Gabby the time of her life. She is so excited. She is very, very excited. And we're going to give her a good time there, Ross, and showing her all sorts of things. And she's excited not only for the plane ride, but to get on the ship. Very first for her. She's never had a plane ride before. So this will be the very first time that she has gotten on a plane. Her brother and sister have done plane rides, but this will be Gabby's very first. So it will be very, very exciting. And I'm being told that I'm freezing up. I don't know what's going on. It's got to be our internet system. So I do apologize for that. there's nothing I can really do. I turned everything else off the Wi-Fi. So I am going to have to get a hold of my internet company to find out why I am freezing up. So I do apologize for that. So that's Aruba. Then our next port that we are doing is Bonaire. And in Bonaire, there are a lot of fun things that you can do. We actually are doing a non-carnival excursion. We are renting golf carts, and there's a few of us that are renting golf carts, and we're just going to drive around Bonaire, and we are very excited about that. And there are we use an excursion company also, and sometimes I can get really good deals for the different ports also. But we are doing golf carts in Bonaire, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we can't wait to do that. And like I said, there are a few of us that are doing that. However, there are some great excursions. If you're not, and I know that the golf carts are sold out, but if you're not doing that, and if you haven't booked an excursion in Bonaire, there are some things that you could do there. There is the Bonaire Catamaran Sunset Cruise. There's an electric catamaran snorkel safari that, or electro, it's called Electro Catamaran Snorkel Safari. And it looks like a lot of, you could have a lot of fun doing this. You could also do a few different sunset cruises they have there. Again, we're going to be in Bonaire for about the same as we are Aruba. There's luxury sailing and snorkels adventures. There's the best Bonaire city tours. There's a couple all-inclusive resorts, and have a beach day. It could be a lot of fun. Do a walking tour. They have a walking and food tasting tour, which could be a lot of fun. If you like kayaking, there is a kayak and beach and snorkel adventure. So there's quite a few things that you can do in Bonaire also. And we are excited for Bonaire, as we are with all of them. This is just going to be a lot of fun. And I've been singing that one song by the Beach Boys called Kokomo just because of Aruba. You know, Aruba, it's a fun song. And so we've been singing that also. But there are quite a few things that you can do in Bonaire, and they're not very expensive. So a lot of them range, anywhere from $75 to a little over $100 per person, which is not very expensive for an excursion. A lot of times you can see excursions for $200 and $300 per person. So the excursions, the majority of the excursions in Bonaire, if you're doing through the Carnival website, are not very expensive, which is very, very cool also. And then our third port that we are going to is Carousel. Now, we haven't chosen an excursion in Carousel, but what we are going to do is we are going to do a self-guided walking tour. When you get off the ship on the port, there is a canopy set up there where you can get a map, and we are just going to do our self-guided walking tour. If anyone wants to hang out with us, you're more than welcome. But yeah, we're going to just go and see. There's a lot of eateries around there, a lot of restaurants and bars and shopping and different things that you can do right there within walking distance of the port, very walkable. So that is what we are going to do. But if you don't want to do that, if you haven't booked Carousel yet, there are still quite a few excursions that are available. and you could have a great time. You could do a guided walking tour if you wanted to, and it's about about $67 a person for an adult, or $61.99 for a child. You could do a sea truck helmet diving, and have you ever seen those big helmets that they put on everything? That's an excursion you can do. That's about $118 per person. You could do UTVs, off-roading. There's the a lagoon. You could swim with the turtles, and they also have a couple dolphin encounters where you could swim with the dolphins, if you will. And there is a underwater snorkeling adventure where they have a shipwreck down there, and there is a lunch and an open bar included, and that's under $100 per person, which is a really good price. That's very unusual to have all of that. So for under $100, so that's a really good price. Something else you could do. And these are all local cuisines, and so they're going to be some pretty good meals, I am sure. And again, there's some beach escapes. There is an all-inclusive beach resort and an aqua park. It's a little bit more spendy. It's about $140 per person, but it is an all-inclusive, so you are going to get food and drink, and you do have the aqua park that you could enjoy. So there are some really good excursions that are still available. Like I said, we're doing a self-guided walking tour, and we'll probably be out to ship for a couple hours, maybe 3 hours, who knows. And then we're going to try the local cuisine there, and then we will get back on the ship. But we are excited to for this one also. We've never been to Carousel, and to do that walking tour, it's going to be a lot of fun. And so we cannot wait to do this cruise. We are getting so excited. We have got most of our outfits together. We haven't packed them yet, but we got everything set aside, and we will probably start packing this weekend or first part of next week. And it's going to be exciting. We cannot wait to see everybody. It is going to be such a fun time. And there are some great activities planned on the horizon. And the one thing you got to remember is you can join us for one of the activities, all the activities, or if you don't want to join us for any of the activities, you don't have to, because you got to remember, and no one's going to be upset, whatever you want to do, because you got to remember, this is your vacation. It's your time, and you want to be able to relax and spend time, if you're with your significant other or with a family coming. Just remember, you don't have to come to all the events. You can come to them all, and we're gonna have some fun times, like the Crown and Tiara tea time. Crown and tiaras at tea time, or something. It's called something like that. We're supposed to wear crowns and tiaras to one of the tea times. That's going to be a lot of fun. We've got the bar crawl, and it is I almost said Teletubby, but it's not. Care Bear. That's what it is. It's the Care Bear bar crawl. Where we're all wearing the Care Bear t-shirts, and some of us have the actual bear of whichever you are. I think mine is Wish Bear, or like with us, we just have the insignia that they would have on their stomach. That's what we have, but some people are bringing wearing ones with the full bear, and people are bringing other things. People are being really creative with what they are going to be doing for the Care Bear bar crawl. That's going to be a lot of fun. Even if you don't drink, you got to come just to have the fun and enjoy yourself. We one night we are doing teppanyaki. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's the only specialty dining that we are doing, but we are doing teppanyaki with a few friends, so that's going to be a blast also. Excited for the we are doing a meet and greet the night before we get on the cruise at the hotel, and we're going to have some platters of food there and some drinks, and everyone can bring their own drinks if you want or what have you. And then, so that's going to be a lot of fun. The hotel's a great hotel. So we've got that going. We're doing a pajama C-Day brunch where we're wearing our pajamas to C-Day brunch. Just remember, it has to be family friendly pajamas, folks. Okay. I know that there's some out there that may, don't wear anything to bed or whatever, but you do have to. Where it's not one of those kind of cruises. So you do need to wear family friendly pajama set. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So you guys are going to want to enjoy that. There is going to be a slot pull. Mike Clock and Ron, I believe, are from the Family Adventures, is going to be running that. Or Ron, are you helping with the bar crawl? One or the other. I can't remember which, what everyone is doing. But it's going to be a lot of fun. The whole cruise is going to be a lot of fun, and we cannot wait to see everybody and just enjoy ourselves. And just remember, everyone needs to just be yourself. And just enjoy yourself. All right. Let's check back over at the chat and see who has made it in. And speaking of Ron, there we go. Ron, Darlene, how are you guys doing? Cannot wait to see you guys. Let's go down. I saw some other people pop in, so just want to make sure I catch everybody before we get out of here. Bruce is doing his best Elsa impression, Frozen. Oh my goodness! I hope I'm not freezing too bad. To me, I can't tell if I'm freezing or not, so I do apologize, guys. I really do. Hey, Denise, mistress of ceremonies. You make sure you guys come to the meet and greet on the ship on the first embarkation. I think it's going to be at 1 p.m. I can't remember exactly where it's going to be. Now I don't have the schedule in front of me. But we have the mistress of ceremonies. It's going to be guiding us on our way. So cannot wait to see Denise and Dwayne. And you guys are packing this weekend. Yep, I think we may start doing that also. Cannot wait to see you guys. So should have done Telebuddies in honor of Kurt's pull down. You're right, because that one video has the Teletubby in the background. That would have been awesome. That would have been absolutely fantastic. Let's see here. Hey, Z-Man's in the house. Welcome in, Z. Hopefully you are having a wonderful day, sir, and everything's going well with you. And hopefully you are getting better, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. Tom says, I got the Care Bear tattooed on my belly. Oh, my goodness. Well, you still need to wear a shirt, Tom. Still need to wear a shirt, buddy. Oh, my goodness. No, cannot be naked. Cannot be, or how do you say it? Naked? Naked? I don't know. We say naked here. So, yeah, so just checking down here. And again, I do apologize. I did not have all of my slides together and PowerPoint. PowerPoint was failing on me, so it was getting a little frustrating. So, but cannot wait. Hey, Terry, welcome in. Glad you are here. Can't see a meet and greet on the Facebook page for this group on the first day of the cruise. When is this happening and where? So the official meet and greet is actually going to be on the first. Some of us will probably, will be meeting up in the buffet area. I'm sure everyone's going to be eating somewhere in that area. However, we are doing the official meet and greet where we're going to on the first embarkation day, and I know it's at 1 p.m. And I'm trying to think where that is going to take place. If anyone in the chat that knows, Ron, do you remember where the meet and greet is going to happen on the first embarkation day? Because I can't remember. I know it's at 1 p.m. and I know that we're going to let everyone know. But yeah, it's I know that we had talked about where it was going to be, but I don't remember. Ron, your wife wrote down notes, so if you can remember, I can't remember where. Oh, I know where that. And Will G, yep, you said it right there. That's right. It's at the piano bar. Thank you, Will. Thank you so much. And I see Tom Terry put it in there too. Yeah, it's at the piano bar on embarkation day at 1 p.m. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But hey, guys, I cannot wait to see everybody. Make sure you guys are standing by. We won't be live next week. We will be traveling on Wednesday to go to the airport. We'll be leaving in the afternoon and driving to the airport and all that. So we won't be live next week. We're going to try and do it live while we're on the ship. And so I'm kind of share with what we're all doing. It's going to be a blast and cannot wait to see everybody. So make sure you look out for that. And then you definitely are going to want to be watching out for all of the videos that are going to be coming out. And you know, there are going to be a lot of them. And we're going to work hard on getting our stuff out there too. So hopefully everyone has a wonderful evening. Hey, Mike, you made it in, buddy. Just as I'm getting ready to log off, but welcome in. And I got to talk to you, Mike. So I'm going to give you a call. But thank you all for coming in. And I am going to try and get my internet fix or whatever going, figuring out, because we are lagging a lot. They worked on our internet. Supposedly they did some line stuff, and ever since then it's been horrible. So I'm going to work on that by the next time we go live at home. But we won't be live next Wednesday. But look for us on the ship. Who knows? We might do a pop-up live when we are at the hotel. So be watching for all that. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so when we do go live or upload a video, you do know. All right, everybody. Well, I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. I'm not sure who's coming on next, but make sure you go over and show them some love. I believe that Cruising is Fun Anytime, I believe that they are doing a live. They do a collaboration with a few other people. So make sure you go check them out. All right, everyone. Hope that everyone has a wonderful evening, and we cannot wait to see everybody on the ship. Well, until next time, happy travels. We'll see you out there.